Guys, so just before I kinda crack on with this video and obviously move towards more so the workout side of things, and even although this video is going up on Christmas Eve, I mean it is pretty late in terms of me giving out information in kinda terms of what you could do to make Christmas Day a little bit better in terms of obviously balancing things out if you're dieting or even if you're in your off season. And also I'm not actually sure what this kind of lighting's like. I do believe it's maybe not the most optimal lighting on the planet, but we're just going to have to go with it for this video regardless. I am back in Scotland, so I'm back in my old bedroom. As you can see, a nice little Strinshop logo up here. We actually have a full canvas of me up on this side. And like I said, obviously I am back in Scotland for Christmas, which is great. It's just, there's been so much travelling, and obviously to end the year back over in Scotland, I will be heading back home as of next week, back to training and all that kind of stuff for New Year. But I did just really want to bring this video obviously to kind of just put out my kind of second sense anyway of what I believe you could do to make things a little bit better. I have already put out an Instagram post and things like that, which to be fair you've probably seen before this video goes up. So I mean, anything that has been covered in that Instagram video is just really going to be covered here. And then obviously what's going to happen is I have just put together my latest shoulder session, which happened just before I left for home. But of course guys, like always, I do hope you do enjoy this video. If you do enjoy it, please do not forget to drop the like for me, because of course it helps me. It's always massive support and I could not appreciate it enough. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's just crack on with this video. So point number one, the kind of main thing that I would always kind of look to opt for, especially if you're in an off season and maybe you get the chance of an off plan meal, I would literally put that towards your kind of Christmas Day meal. I would just literally look to you can indulge, you can have whatever you want within that Christmas Day meal, but just utilise that as your off plan meal, and it means you can still enjoy it more than anything else. Like, one of the biggest aspects here that I want you guys to take from this is we need to enjoy Christmas. We don't want to have to put all this stuff off. We don't have to want to worry about this, that, the next thing. We don't have to want to only have this but not be able to have this. Do you know what I mean? That's not the way that we're looking at it. So I mean, utilise that as an off-plan meal. If you're dieting, realistically, what is one meal going to do? I mean, if you're in a contest prep and your show is next week, then that is a little bit different. But at the same time, if you're dieting and your show is months down the line, maybe you could have a Christmas dinner. But moving away from that kind of side of things, if you're not in an off season and you're not in a diet phase and you do not need to necessarily worry about any of them, then what you could maybe do is you could maybe opt towards more so the kind of protein side of things, just to fill you up a little bit more, and then that will obviously kind of subtract and take you away from obviously your more so sweet cravings, such as obviously loads of different little sweeties and things like that, and even like a lot of dessert and things like that. Fill yourself up with the protein sources first, and again then that means that's you opting more so and moving towards hitting your protein side of things for the day. I mean, it's probably one of the most optimal things out there that will help you in terms of still being able to enjoy a full Christmas dinner, but also aiding your goal at the same time, because you're obviously putting yourself closer and closer and closer to your protein goals. So again, filling you up is not going to be the worst thing on the planet. Now, moving on to point number two, you could literally opt more so towards maybe healthier snacks. So maybe not necessarily going down the route of just lots and lots and lots of sweeties. You could maybe move down the lines of a little more healthier snacks. So if you're in control of choosing the snacks for you and your household, then maybe just be a little bit selfish and choose some healthier snacks over maybe choosing chocolate and stuff like that. Again, this is totally up to you guys. This is just my opinion on anything. So you can either take advantage out of this and utilise this to the most of your abilities, or you can just literally stack it all off and just, I mean, the end of the day, you are going to do what you want to do, and that is what this is going to end up. But I mean, second point is, if you're in charge of picking the snacks, then just choose a little bit more so healthier snacks. Point number three, moving over to the kind of drink side of things. So choose 0 calorie, 0 sugar. Go for mixers if you're moving towards obviously the alcohol side of things. I know that obviously I do have a lot of clients that are going to be consuming quite a bit of alcohol over the kind of festive period, and there has obviously been the kind of recommendations of staying away from the things that are more calorific and moving towards the kind of mixer side of things. And again, 0 calorie drinks such as Pepsi Max, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, all that kind of stuff. So moving towards that, and again that also means that you are saving calories that you can utilise for food. So this might seem a lot to think about, but at the same time, you also just have to take into consideration that you're just finding that fine balance, that overall balance more than anything else, that is going to keep you on track and isn't going to have you in a hole by the end of the week, and then you've literally got the next 2 weeks to try and regain everything that you had to start making progression again. If we can keep you in a really good position to then progress off of straight away, or even maybe take a couple of days, then start progressing, you're always going to be in a better position. So always just think about keeping yourself in a better position whilst also enjoying yourself. So if you can stick to obviously your 0-calorie drinks, sugar-free drinks, then again, that is a massive win. Now, moving on to point number 4. Again, this is going to be really big because we do want to keep on the move more than anything else. Like, we aren't getting up first thing in the morning to open up our presents, and then until last thing at night, we are not sitting on our arse the full day. We can literally move. So if that means getting up, doing all your stuff in the morning, getting all the food prepared, having the food, get out a walk. Get out a walk with the family. Go out a walk with everybody. Nobody is stopping you from moving. Even if that means you could literally get up first thing in the morning. Your gym realistically is probably open first thing in the morning. So get up, maybe open up the presents, do all that kind of stuff. Then go to the gym before food. Get moving. Expend some calories, give out some calories, because realistically you are going to take in a lot. So you can put yourself in a much better position by training. You can put yourself in a much better position by going out a walk. Take the dog an extra walk. Go out an extra walk yourself. Go out an extra walk with the family. Do anything. Just keep on the move. Nobody is keeping you still. If you're giving out calories, you're already going to put yourself in a much better position when consuming a lot more calories. So I mean, that is realistically going to put you in probably one of the best positions. Just stay on the move. Last and final point, guys, I'm not going to keep you for ages. I do just want to kind of cover this very quickly. Do what makes you happy. That is always going to be what this ends up into, and do what you want to do, but most importantly, do what makes you happy. Now, I've kind of listed off these things to put you in the most optimal position possible to still progress. That is obviously our goal. We still want to, overall by the end of the week, especially for me as an online coach and having a lot of clients, obviously there's a mix. There's people that want to stay on plan, people that want to overindulge, people that want to indulge but just enjoy themselves. There's such a mix, so it's always trying to stay within an overall kind of circle of balance that you're going to still be able to progress from afterwards. That's always going to be the goal. Now, like I said, just do what makes you happy at the end of the day. That's what it's always going to come down to. Nobody's going to give a fuck if you overindulge and go crazy. There's just going to be probably a few more circumstances that you're going to have to deal with afterwards. That is literally all it's going to be. Next to somebody that may indulge and enjoy themselves but create a little bit more balance, then they may be able to progress that little bit further, that little bit quicker. But then that just comes down to what you guys want and what you guys gain happiness from, because that is literally all it's going to be. I mean, from everything that's happened in the world, we need to make this something special. We need to enjoy ourselves. We need to enjoy time with family when we've got it. We need to just enjoy Christmas for what it is. So that's what it's always going to come down to, guys. But I'm not going to keep you guys waiting forever and ever and ever and just go over a lot of bullshit, because realistically, it's Christmas Eve. Nobody wants to listen to me talk shit about what you should and what you shouldn't do on Christmas Day. So that's really going to be it. I hope you guys did enjoy that little bit there. If you did enjoy it, of course, please do not forget to drop the video a like for me. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And let's just get on with shoulders. Also, have a good Christmas.